and marked by you those things which you see in pusillanimous, effeminate folk who speak in a nasal tone, chewing every syllable, whose voice is as thin as one who has been starving for a week, who are like a tattered wet rag, who never protest or are moved even if kicked by anybody. Those are the signs of the lowest tamas. Those are the signs of death, not of sattva, all corruption and stents. It is because Arjun was going to fall into the ranks of these men that the Lord is explaining matters to him so elaborately in the Gita. Is that not the fact? Listen to the very first words that came out of the mouth of the Lord. Kalivyam masmagamaha parth netat tvai upapadhyete. Yield not to unmanliness. O Parth, I'll doth it befit thee. And then later, tasmatva mustitascha yasho labhswa. Therefore, thou do thou arise and acquire fame. Coming under the influence of the Jains, Buddhas, and others, we have joined the lines of those tamasic people. During these last 1,000 years, the whole country is filling air with the name of the Lord and is sending its prayers to Him. And the Lord is never lending His ears to them. And why should He? When even man never hears the cries of a fool, you think God will? Now, the only way out of is this to listen to the words of the Lord in the Gita. Kalivyam masma gamaha parthanetat tvai upabadhyate. Yield not to unmanliness, O Parth, tasmatva mutatishth yasho labsva. Therefore, thou art, arise and acquire fame. Shloka goes, Ashochayan anvoshochastatvam pragyavadamscha bhashse gata sun agata sunkscha nanu shochanti panditaha. Thou hast been mourning for them who should not be mourned for. Yet thou speakest words of wisdom. The wise grieve neither for the living nor the dead. There is a conflict in Arjun's heart between his emotionalism and his duty. The nearer we are to beasts and birds, the more we are in the hells of emotion. We call it love. It is self hypnotization. We are under the control of our emotions like animals. A cow can sacrifice its life for its young. Every animal can. What of that? It is not the blind, bird like emotion that leads to perfection. To reach the eternal consciousness, this is the goal of a man. Their emotion has no place, no sentimentalism, nor anything that belongs to the senses, only the light of pure reason. Their man stands as spirit. Now, Arjun is under the control of his emotionalism. He is not what he should be, a great self controlled, enlightened sage working through the eternal light of reason. He has become like an animal, like a baby, just letting his heart carry away his brain, making a fool of himself, and trying to cover his weakness with the flowery names of love, and so on. Krishna sees through that. Arjun talks like a man of a little learning and brings out many reasons, but at the same time, he talks the language of a fool. The sage is not sorry for those that are living, not for those that die. Even forgiveness, if weak and passive, is not true. Fight is better. Forgive when you could bring legions of angels to the victory. Krishna, the charioteer of Arjun, hears him say, Let us forgive our enemies, and answers, You speak the words of wise men, but you are not wise men, but a coward. As a lotus leaf living in the water yet untouched by it, so should the soul be in the world. This is a battlefield. Fight your way out. life is this world is an attempt to see God. Make your life a manifestation of will strengthened by renunciation. Na tuevaham vahang jatu namsam na tvam neme janadhipaha na chaiv na bhavishyamah sarve vaimatah param. Neither myself nor yourself nor these kings have not been, and never shall we all cease to be. We are always there even after the death of the body. You cannot die, nor can I. There was never a time when we did not exist. There will never be the time then when we shall not exist. People talk about the beginning of the world, the beginning of man. The word beginning simply means the beginning of cycle. It nowhere means the beginning of the whole cosmos. It is impossible that creation could have a beginning. None of you can imagine a time of being, beginning. That which has a beginning must have an end. Never did I not exist, nor you, nor will any of us ever hereafter cease to be, says the Bhagavad Gita. Wherever the beginning of creation is mentioned, it means the beginning of a cycle. Your body will meet death, but your soul never. Dehi no yasmin yatha dehe komaram yovanam zara तथा देहांतर प्राप्तिः धीरस्तत्र न mahumti. Every embodied person passes through the states of childhood, youth, and old age in the body. Similarly, also death and rebirth. A courageous man is not deluded thereby. Matrasma sarstatu parstatu konteya शीतोष्ण सुखदमदः खदाः आगमापायिनोयो नित्याः तान् स्तति स्वभारत. Notions of heat and cold, of pain and pleasure are born, O son of Kunti, only the contact of the senses with their objects. They have a beginning and an end. They are impermanent in nature. Bear them impatiently and bear them patiently, O descendant of Bharat. 2.14